Flatpack Empire, the story of IKEA. It's a brand recognized across the globe known for its giant blue stores, meatballs, minimalist furniture, and the flatpack revolution. But how did a small mail-order business in rural Sweden grow into the world's largest furniture retailer? This is the story of IKEA, a tale of innovation, design, and the man who changed how the world furnishes its homes. Our story begins in 1926 in the province of Småland, Sweden. On the 30th of March, 1926, Ingvar Kamprad was born. By the age of 5, Kamprad was already an entrepreneur buying matches in bulk and selling them to neighbors at a profit. Later, he expanded to selling fish, seeds, pens, and Christmas cards. Kamprad once said, "I've always believed in hard work and finding a better way to do things." In 1943, at just 17 years old, Kamprad founded IKEA. The name comes from his initials Ingvar Kamprad and the names of the farm and village where he grew up, Elmtarid and Agunarid. At first, IKEA sold pens, wallets, and picture frames through mail order. But by the late 1940s, Kamprad added furniture and the seeds of a revolution were planted. The 1950s brought a major turning point. To lower costs and shipping fees, IKEA began offering furniture in flat packs disassembled, ready for customers to build at home. The idea came when an employee removed the legs of a table so it could fit in a car. Kamprad realized this could be a business model. It was brilliant. Flat-pack design reduced costs, saved space, and gave customers a sense of participation. In 1958, IKEA opened its first showroom in Älmhult, Sweden, letting customers see and try furniture before ordering. IKEA grew rapidly through the 60s and 70s, expanding across Scandinavia, then into Western Europe. The formula was simple, affordable, well-designed furniture that customers assembled themselves. But IKEA also faced resistance, particularly from Swedish furniture makers, who saw it as a threat. Some suppliers boycotted the company, so Kamprad made a bold move. IKEA would design its own furniture and work directly with manufacturers, many in Eastern Europe. In an interview with a former IKEA designer, he said, "We had to be creative with limited materials." That constraint led to some of IKEA's most iconic pieces. By the 1980s, IKEA crossed the Atlantic, opening its first U.S. store near Philadelphia in 1985. It wasn't an immediate success. American tastes were different. Beds were bigger, kitchens more complex, but IKEA adapted. IKEA adjusted products for local markets, but never compromised the IKEA DNA: simplicity, affordability, and design. Soon, stores opened in China, Russia, Australia, and the Middle East. Each time, IKEA tweaked its approach but kept the flat-pack spirit alive. IKEA stores became more than shops, they were experiences. The maze layout led customers on a journey. Families dined on Swedish meatballs and lingered in the play areas. But the company wasn't without controversy. In the 1990s, IKEA faced criticism over labor conditions in its supply chain. Kamprad himself came under scrutiny for his past involvement in fascist youth groups during the 1940s. He later called it the greatest mistake of my life. Kamprad later said in an apology, "I was a young boy. I have learned from that and deeply regret it." Despite criticism, Kamprad remained a central figure in IKEA until his later years. Known for driving an old Volvo and flying economy class, he embodied the values of thrift and simplicity. He passed away in 2018 at age 91, leaving behind an empire. At the time, IKEA had over 400 stores in 50 countries, with over 200,000 employees and billions in annual revenue. IKEA has always embraced democratic design products that balance form, function, quality, sustainability, and low price, like the iconic Billy bookcase, the Pong chair, and the minimalist Mail-Lem bed frame. IKEA's catalog became the most printed book in the world after the Bible and the Quran. And yet, in 2021, The digital age finally caught up with IKEA. It discontinued its print catalog after 70 years. Today, IKEA is investing in sustainability, aiming to become climate positive by 2030. It's developing furniture made from recycled materials, solar panels, all to help towards its green pledge. From a teenager selling pens to a global titan changing how we live, IKEA is more than a brand. It's a symbol of accessible design, Swedish pragmatism, and the power of thinking differently. In every bookshelf, every Allen key, and every carefully named product, there's a piece of a bigger story. The story of IKEA. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to keep up to date on our latest documentaries and help support our channel.